Romain of Aodyo Instruments.
Hello.
How are you today, man?
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Excellent. And what have you brought to Superbooth 2022?
Yeah, so this is the Anyma Phi, that is a physical modeling synthesizer in a desktop format. It's a monophonic synthesizer, but as you can hear, the resonators are stacking several notes to make a kind of a chord feeling. You can hear major or minor chords here, but that is basically a monophonic synthesizer. So here we have a string model going into a string resonator, the same string model with another kind of resonator. The same string model again, but with another way to excite it.
Oh, wow. That's really nice. Seems like a huge diversity in the sounds of what you can get.
But for instance, the same string model again, but with a little 4-man filter that is controlled by a little 4-note sequence, as you can hear.
Really rich and warm sounds.
Thank you. And last one. It can resonate like a monk singing his mantra. But you can have here last one with the same string model and the granulator that is going through a granulator.
Seems to respond really well to velocity playback.
Exactly.
Really expressive kind of sound.
That strings model, but we also got woodwind models, like here with flutes. That you can blend with classic synthesizer sounds.
Does it have a classic sort of synth engine on there as well?
Sorry.
Does it have? Do you layer it with other
totally.
synth sounds on the unit?
That's a physical modeling synthesizer, but you can also make traditional synthesizer sounds, subtractive synthesis with virtual analog models. You can hear that with this kind of sound. You can also do frequency modulation synthesis. And what is very fun with the Anyma Phi is to blend physical modeling synthesis with this kind of sound. I'll show you here with this sound that is called atmosphere. That is a cymbal model that is excited with a bow. So you can hear very nice sounds.
what are the controls on the front panel? How much?
So you've got a main matrix with all the main parameters. So like here, if you want to go in edit mode with the timbre parameter, you just have to push the encoder. So you see that the timbre is mapped to SFX2. What is SFX2? Push the SFX2, you've got the model resonator of the synthesizer with all the pages and all the parameters of the model resonator. So you can edit all the parameters directly from the box. But if you want to have access to all the parameters, we provide a free software, a free editor that lets you see all the parameters.
And can you do things like patch saving and send them to the unit?
Yeah, absolutely. You also got a librarian that lets you manage your different sounds and organize your different sounds.
It sounds lovely. And does it store the sounds on board? Like how many user sounds can
You've got 200 memory locations. And for each memory locations, this main matrix has also an alternate version. Here you can enter the alternate matrix, pushing the shift button. When you're blinking, you're in alternate mode, and you've got an alternate version of the matrix. And the aim is to morph between the two matrix. So the morph, you can morph here using this encoder, but by default it is assigned to the modulation wheel of your synthesizer, but you can assign it to velocity, like on Node leads, or you can assign it to aftertouch or whatever you want.
It's such a great feature to be able to morph between two sounds. We were never able to do that on the older synthesizers, so it's beautiful that we can now do that.
So that's a real interpolation of all the parameters. That's not crossfading, that's an interpolation of all the parameters of the main matrix here.
And so is this available now for people?
Yeah, that's available. I can show you one more thing of the Anyma Phi. We have integrated a little piezo sensor inside the Anyma Phi, so you can trigger different sounds using the piezo sensor, turning the Anyma Phi into a little percussive instrument. So here we have a little cymbal, but you can do that also here with a kick drum. So we are doing that with an envelope follower, but we also developed a timbre follower that allow you to trigger two different sounds.
That's fantastic. And would it output those notes over the CV or MIDI?
That's MIDI.
So it outputs the MIDI that you're hitting there?
I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, that's only internal. Here you're triggering the internal models. Here I can show you the snare model, the snare resonator. And we can also pick up the audio signal of the piezo microphone, like here, and send it to resonators. So that's the piezo microphone that is sent to the resonator, turning it into like a hang drum.
Hang drum, exactly. You beat me to it. Exactly.
And here you can tweak your sounds. Very fun to play.
That's fantastic. And how much does it retail for? How much is it?
The Anyma Phi is 499 euros.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for showing us, Romain.
You're welcome.
Superb instruments.
Bye-bye.